Baking soda experiments. Baking soda, also called sodium hydrogen carbonate and baking powder. You breathe air to get oxygen. Oxygen is how to say oxygen. Oxygen is written O2. O2. Air is 20% oxygen molecules. Molecules is how to say molecules. Air is 78% nitrogen. That's the gas they put in crisp packets. They put it in crisp packets so your crisps don't go all mouldy. Because just like you need oxygen, so do bacteria and funguses and everything else that might make your crisps mouldy. They float around in the air, they get on your crisps. So when you have opened a crisp packet, nitrogen comes out, oxygen goes in. It becomes very much like air pretty soon. And just like air, it's going to have bacteria and fungi. So mostly with crisps, you have to eat them within like about an hour or they go nasty. Other things, you can put them in the fridge. Crisps in the fridge? No, I don't think so. Molecules of nitrogen. Nitrogen. Air is 1% atoms of argon. Argon. Yes, that's the gas they put in light bulbs to stop the light bulb, to make the light bulb last longer, stop it burning out. Air is less than 1% molecules of CO2. Yeah, everybody knows you breathe out CO2, but hey, all of those plants are getting the CO2 out of the air, and there's a lot more trees on Earth than there are you. There are a lot more trees than humans. Although if you live in the middle of the city, you wouldn't have thought so. You breathe out CO2, carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. All these gases are colourless, so we cannot see them. The acid English people put on chips is called vinegar. Vinegar. Put 3 tablespoons of vinegar into a plastic water bottle in a kitchen sink. Put a new tablespoon of baking soda. Oh yes. And don't use the same spoon. A new tablespoon of baking soda into clean. No, just a tablespoon of baking soda. Into a balloon. Put the balloon, because new sounds weird, it means you really need a brand new tablespoon. Put the balloon over the lid of the bottle. But keep careful. Lift the balloon so that the baking soda goes in the vinegar. So once you've got the balloon sealed, then lift it up. And then the baking soda will go in, you've captured all the gas, you've got it sealed, the balloon's totally over the top. The balloon is inflated by the carbon dioxide from the baking soda. Inflated. There it is. So the balloon was all floppy, with the baking soda in the floppy bit. We lifted it up, baking soda with the vinegar, they reacted. Now the balloon is full of gas because baking soda has got carbon dioxide in it, which comes out when you put acid on it. Try 2 spoons of baking soda and 6 spoons of vinegar. Double the reactants gives double the amount of carbon dioxide. Double the products. Gas atoms and molecules of air are so spread out that a lungful of air has less than 1 gram of mass. Gas atoms and molecules don't hold on to other atoms and molecules, so we can walk through air. You can't walk through walls though, because the walls, the atoms are all holding on to the atom next to one another, and so therefore you have to break through all of those bonds in order to walk through walls. If it's a concrete wall or a brick wall, then yeah, you'd have to be a super mutant. In Japan they have ancient houses with paper walls. You can walk through them because paper's thin enough, you can break all the bonds. And of course there's walking through water. The bonds between the molecules in water is more than the bonds in gas, so therefore it's a bit harder to walk through water than it is through gases. Atoms holding on to each other is called a bond, spelt the same as James Bond. Liquid atoms and molecules touch each other. So a mouthful of water has 18 grams of mass. Liquid atoms and molecules bond to each other, but only for a millisecond, so we can force our way through water. Mil-E. Yes, you can push the atoms out of the way as you're moving through gases and liquids. In solids, you actually have to break the bonds. You have to make a break in the concrete, the brick wall, or even if it's a paper wall in Japan. Solid atoms and molecules are touching and make long-lasting bonds, so we can only walk through walls by breaking the bonds. Japanese walls are made of paper, so you can walk through solid walls, breaking the bonds between the paper molecules. Baking soda is called soda because it has compounds of sodium. Sodium. Baking soda is called sodium bicarbonate or sodium hydrogen carbonate. That's the editing there. Each sodium atom is bonded to one hydrogen, one carbon and 3 oxygens. That's the ratio between them, yes. Sodium hydrogen carbonate compound is written NaHCO3. Baking soda apparatus. Baking soda plus plastic bottle plus vinegar bloom. You breathe 78% nitrogen. Gas. And about 20% oxygen. It can be down to as low as 19 or up as high as 21, but gas in air. You breathe out 78% nitrogen, 16% oxygen, 4% carbon dioxide. Gas atoms and molecules are spread out and don't bond. Liquid atoms and molecules are touching and have short time bonds. Solid atoms and molecules are touching and bond together. Cool. Did you spot the one mistake that I made on purpose, the spelling mistake? Put a message down below. Press my picture to get more of my videos. Press like, press subscribe. Bye.